Hi guys, welcome back. So today, I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that I had purchased the Castlevania and I started playing it, and now I had this ages and ages ago, and why did I want to play a 2D graphics game on a machine that can handle 3D games, things like Ridge Racer or Tekken or Tomb Raider? So it didn't appeal to me, and I had it a long time ago, and it wasn't anything. I didn't think it was that good, and only just recently I had the bug for it where I wanted to think, I want to play it, and so I started playing it, and I've finally finished it now. All right, and it's finally finished it, and so my overall thought with this one is, wow, what a game! I see why it is the best game. I see why people are saying, yeah, it's in some people's top 5 PlayStation games, and yes, that is so true. That is so true. So what makes this that game? So Castlevania is straight away, you find yourself in a castle, big castle to go through, nice big map, loads to explore. So all right, so it's a bit of an exploring kind of game, and then when you've got a little weapon, and you start off losing all your power-ups, and you've got to make your way through the whole of the castle. You've got to get your power-ups back and find Dracula to destroy him. Now, while you're doing that, in the process, you're building your character up, so you're getting better health. You've got magic or weapons, extra, like a special weapon to help you, things like axe or Bible or dagger, where if you press up and a punch, or if you press up and your action button or something like that, it uses it. If you're familiar with Castlevania, they've not done it the same as all the other Castlevanias. Most of the Castlevanias before this game were all linear. Now this is kind of a follow-on to Dracula X or Rondo No Blood or Rondo of Blood for the PC Engine, because you start off as Richter, and you go and kill Dracula, and then look who's turned up, Alucard, which, by the way, I didn't click on at first. Yes, I know, but Alucard backwards spells Dracula. I didn't click on that one. I get it now. I get it. But anyway, so you play Alucard, looks a bit pale, kind of like is a good kind of vampire. It's out to stop his dad from destroying the world again. So then he comes into the castle, and he's got to get through the end of the castle to defeat Dracula. And like I say, going through this process, he's got power-ups, he's getting extra health, he even gets better levels, so you're leveling up. So if I've got to say, this game reminds me of something, it did actually remind me of a Zelda kind of game. It reminded me of Zelda. While I was playing it, I was thinking, this does remind me of like a Legend of Zelda, just in side view, platform style instead. And I got that vibe from it, so straight away that's when I was like, ooh, I'm loving this, I'm really enjoying it. But I didn't like it at first, I wasn't a fan. So yeah, I apologise. For 20-30 years when it came out, I wasn't saying it's good. It didn't appeal to me. Now it does, and it does a lot. So yeah, you're finding yourself in this castle, getting power-ups, getting more weapons, getting more experience, and as you're going through, you've got you go into one area, and you destroyed everything. You realise you've got to go to another area, back down to the bottom of the castle, and then you go to the other end of the castle. You've got to go back to the beginning part, and you're all over the place. Just try and get all this sorted. Now, if you're doing this in the right way, the good news is, which I didn't know this as well, so hands up, yeah, I'm guilty of it. I did not know. I did mention it in the other one, but I did not know this at first, that the castle turns upside down. But you have to do it in a particular kind of way. You have to get it's like certain goggles. You've got to wear certain goggles, meet Maria in the clock tower, and then you go and fight Richter. Now, I did this first the wrong way. So you go and fight Richter, you kill Richter, game over. You're like, yeah, you finish the game, done. Or you put the goggles on, meet Maria in the clock tower, and you go and fight Richter. While you're fighting Richter, you will see a green spirit behind him. That's what you got to kill. That's what's possessed Richter. So once you killed him, it's like a Dracula. I don't know if it's Dracula, I can't remember. But then the whole castle turns upside down, and you have to do the castle again to get to the true ending, which is Dracula in his like 3rd, 4th, 5th form, whatever it is. Now, wow, what a game! Like I mentioned before, This is absolutely a legendary game. It's brilliant. If you've not played it, recommend it. But there is a downside to this game. It is ridiculously expensive. When I mean ridiculously expensive, yeah, you're looking at probably 250 quid at least to pay for this. So the good news is, that's if you want a physical copy. The good news is you can download it off things like the PlayStation Network or the Xbox Network. And I think I downloaded mine before I even got that. I downloaded mine off the PlayStation Network. I think it was going for a $5 at the time. I think it's like 15 quid now or something like that. But if you're thinking of playing it, download it, give it a try. The good news with that is you do get Castlevania Rondo of Blood and Castlevania Symphony of the Night. They did release a Saturn version, which once again is ridiculously expensive. Highly recommend it only if you're a collector and you really like the game, but you'll probably find that most collectors out there have actually got the game itself. If they're a collector, they've already got that game. But it is ridiculously expensive. So recommend probably downloading it first on one of the networks, on the PlayStation Network or Xbox Network. You can get it on many different ports, many different versions of it, a lot cheaper. So overall though guys, Castlevania Symphony of the Night has to be the best game, best Castlevania. Now all the others after this as well became Castlevania or Metroidvanias. That's where we get the name Metroid and Castlevania, Metroidvania, because Metroid has that style where you're going through and you've got to go back and forth, and certain areas open up each time. But it says the first Metroid kind of Vania or Metroidvania game that they did. And boy, it is great. It is absolutely great. So overall, though, guys, I can't praise it enough. It is. You've probably seen it. You probably know it anyway. But it is a legendary game. Absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend it. If you've not tried it, it will take a few. You've got to get into it first, because people say, "Oh, you played it. It's nostalgia." For me, it's not nostalgia because I've played it recently and finished it. And out of all of the games that are out there today, I played it, finished it recently. And I still love it. I've still got to put it in. It will be in my top 5, probably my top 3 for PlayStation 1 games. Probably in my top 10 games of favourite games of all times. And I'm talking up against the Final Fantasies, up against the Zeldas, up against the Resident Evils, and Castlevania will be in there. It'll be in my top 10 of favourite games of all time. So guys, once again, I'm waffling on. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, is it worth getting? Hell yes! Go and give it a try now. Give it a try. You'll love it. You'll love it. So, once again, guys, thanks for watching and me waffling on. I do appreciate it, though. If you're new to the channel, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, subscribe. Many more videos coming out. So, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.